Good morning, dear. Have you slept well? Cats standing guard. Against whom? Will they stop the northern barbarians by their sheer fluffiness? It is always wise to be careful. Speaking of which, your sister sent a message again. She wants to meet you at the marketplace as usual. Do not make her wait this time. She's risking a lot by doing this. This can't go on. You must find a way to get her back. Whatever you do, be careful.
That boy who always asks for you hasn't been around in a few days.
He became too aggressive when I turned him down.
What happened?
Deianira had a stern talk with him, and it seems he got the message.
That woman is worth her weight in gold.
Domine, gardening...
Good morning, Domine. I've been waiting for you.
Cutting up the weeds and trimming hedges, it's a constant struggle to keep nature in check, really.
I can't think of a reason why he would not be doing well. I've heard Nasamones is a land of forbidden pleasures. Alas, it's too far away. But speaking of our friends in high places, it might be worth going to the Senate this afternoon. Tullius Cicero is holding court there today. You might learn something. You jest, I'm sure. If anything, I've grown a bigger belly. The wine doesn't help. I've heard Scaevola is taking good care of her. This unspoken and unofficial truce between our families is unnerving. But it is generating quite a bit of income, even though our recipes are old. The grapeseed we have imported from Gallia produces tasteful drink. There's always room for improvement, though. That you do. And I can buy some groceries while we're at it.
These damned crows and their indiscriminate defecation. Salve, Legate. What brings you to the Senate today? That's never a good sign. In my own estimation, I am moderately likable. But that's a question you should ask the people. Unfortunately, the people have the day off. The Senate doesn't have a session today. But I have to talk to my clientes regularly. That is why you can usually find me here. Of course you may. As long as you're willing to give it back when you're done. What makes you say that? I'm actually quite fond of his company. He is more strict about the definition of morals. For him, consequences matter less than method. We broadly believe in the same ideals, though. Neither the Senate nor the consuls rule Rome. Senators and consuls are supposed to be subservient to the people. No one but the citizens can know what's best for them. Public servants fulfill their needs and wishes. Senators should represent the people, not rule them. In time, a servus can achieve the privilege of citizenship. But politicians should speak for the servi too. Their rights should also be protected. My duty to the people of Rome. In other words, politics. I am known for defending people's rights, too, when they need it. They may, but most of the time they can't. Proper discussion of a case requires skill in rhetorics. Few people are articulate enough to be able to express their problems properly. Instead, certainly not. I teach people and I defend people, and thus my duties are fulfilled. Prior to the writing of Lex Duodecum Tabularum, our rights were determined by the likes of Tarquinius Superbus. Now they are written down for all to know. It is not that easy, of course. Laws and situations evolve. But at least the rights of our people are not subject to the whims of a madman. That is where I come in as a lawyer. Knowing their rights is a citizen's duty. But even those who fail at that duty deserve to have their rights defended. Our laws are by necessity not specific. That is how they apply the same way to all similar situations. There's an underlying principle for our legal system, an intention guiding each regulation. Yet every event is unique. Therefore, every case is one of a kind. Without a firm grasp of that underlying logic, laws cannot successfully be applied to specific situations. Laws should be generic, but not vague. A man can inherently know the harm he has caused, for all our actions are guided by reason. That saddens me, but it does not surprise me. Our virtues are in steady decline. Many people enter the world of politics for personal gain, for the status it brings, all the money. We must work for the good of our society. It is the will of the gods, and therefore our duty. I disagree. What you're describing is an animal, motivated only with pain or pleasure. Reason is what men and gods have in common. It is what separates us from beasts. That reason must be used for the betterment of mankind. Is there anything else you wish to discuss? A fair question. What do you think? But that assumes you have the ability to distinguish right from wrong. Do you claim to have such a skill? Perhaps not. But it is not up to me to pass judgment on people. I defend people because I simply like the art of rhetorics. Furthermore, my defense tests the system. If I can defend a guilty man successfully, that means the system is flawed. A flawed system cannot be just. Simply put, reason. We've been granted reason by the gods. I like the art of rhetorics because it helps me apply reason. Not because it gets me drunk or anything like that. An Epicurean would enjoy that in his misguided worldview. They believe life is all about pleasure. Perhaps. Your argument makes sense, but I still think you're giving them too much credit. Your understanding of the art is probably better than you think. Suppose there is a chest. Inside the chest is something you desire, but the chest is locked. Now I believe you would first look into your pockets and find out you're already in possession of the key. Logically, That would be the first thing to check. But let us suppose you can't do that. What other solution will you try next? Very good. A lock can be picked. Finesse and subtle manipulation is as important in rhetorics as in lockpicking. It is tempting to rely on facts and logic when you believe they support your argument. But in the end, everyone believes the facts are on their side. The way to change a man's heart is to stir his emotions. Weave a tale of woe. Paint your audience a vivid picture. Make them feel that you are right. If nothing else, pathos will keep spectators from being bored, and if you can hold a crowd's attention, you have already won. I have enjoyed this discussion, and I hope you have benefited from it. If you'll excuse me now, I have to talk to a client. Wale.
I do house calls in the evening. Salve, Legate. Welcome back.
So I'll soak some bread in wine, and mix it with minced ox meat, and then what?
Then you roll it with salt, and grill it over the fire, but not for too long.
And you think we can sell this?
Trust me, we'll make a fortune.
It's always good to see you again at my shop. Have you decided to buy that item we discussed? A fair price, I should say. Very well. The ancile is yours. I cannot guarantee that it once belonged to a god, but you have my word that it is a good shield, and it will serve you well should you ever use it in combat.
Salve.
Salve, Legate. It is so good to see you after all this time. Oh, thank you. It was not an easy election campaign, but now my family has 2 men in the Senate. What brings you to the market today? Surely you have Serwi for that purpose. It is good that you're here, though. It seems poor Louiana is harassed by some less virtuous individuals when visiting the market. She is talking to people she should not talk to. You never know where this kind of thing will lead. There are scoundrels and thugs all across the city.
Senator, someone just took your coin purse? He's running there! Look!
What? I didn't feel... You're right. It's gone.
I see him. We'll get the bastard.
Wait! No one has even been near me. Except...
Does stupidity run in your family, or are you exceptional this way?
Thieving bitch. Louiana, stay here!
Who was that woman? Thank Juno she was here. Both Lurko and Sciavola are very busy these days. I don't exactly know what's going on. I think he always did, but never cared much. Something must have changed. Me? Oh yes, surprisingly well still. Sciavola is treating me like a queen. No doubt they're trying to turn me against my family. I've seen a lot of merchants and galley captains passing in and out of the villa, but it can't just be a new trade deal that's generating such commotion in the household. I fear they're planning something personal. Something big. I don't know. Disappeared a while ago. It makes me nervous. Sciavala might be the elder brother, but Lurko always creeps me out. He is smarter than he looks. Certainly smarter than my husband. Sciavala left a number of strange shipping manifests in the library. They are sending a lot of ships to Egypt. I have no idea why, but I may be able to retrieve the documents for you. I'll wait on your decision then. Wale, brother.
Well, that's just a ludicrous idea.
But who says you can't make wine out of olives? My wine will be unique.
Have you ever thought about the reason why nobody makes wine out of olives?
Obviously, they're stupid.
It's been a long time.
It's good to see you as well. I'm sorry I never came back to visit. Something always came up. I've received a message from the proconsul. He says you'll need me very soon.
If I knew Dominus Lucullus, he would have sent a rider for you with all the instructions. A reasonable precaution. We may soon need their assistance. You should go ahead. I get the feeling time is of the essence.
They paid 1,000 denarii for him.
But you told me he wasn't very good at his work.
He's being trained as an actor now. Apparently he is quite good at that.
Then we should go and watch a comedy with him together, when he's ready.
Have a good night.
It arrived just after noon. The rider insists on giving the message to you. It appears this man was instructed to meet you here as well.
Salwe, what's going on? Of course, my friend.
The message, please.
You must leave everything and come to Nazamones immediately. We're in grave danger. And I'm afraid in this case, we refers to both our family and Rome itself. It seems we have underestimated Vitellius Lurko. Although the little brother wields no political power of significance, he is the de facto leader of his family. An ambitious man who isn't reckless makes an enemy to be reckoned with. His friendly demeanor masks a molten core of vengeful desire. He still remembers how we dismantled their illegal operations in Asia. And I'm afraid he wants our lives in return. I have reason to believe Lurko is planning something big. My speculatores say he's preparing to remove me from my position in Nazamones by force and make it look like a local uprising. If he succeeds, Rome is likely to lose control of the entire territory, giving Lurko the perfect excuse to challenge the current consuls. We cannot allow him to go ahead with this plan. I need your help. Reconstitute Legio Victrix. I know they are still loyal to you. Then sail for Nazamones immediately. A battle-ready army will be the last thing Lurko would expect. Do not despair. Know that the sun is brightest following the darkest day. See this as an opportunity. If we can turn the tables on Lurko, we can at last expose him for the crook he is. I await your arrival anxiously. Your Patronus and your dear friend, Lucius Licinius Lucullus.
I could not find Caeso, but I've brought Bestia.
Do not worry. I'm here, Cinerus.
You're looking good, Bestia. You have recovered from our last fight?
The injuries were not a problem, but I still owe the arena master for all the damages we caused.
It was not settled.
They begged us to stop before we leveled the whole place.
We should leave as soon as possible, but I don't think I'll be able to leave Rome so easily.
Is this about a woman again?
In a way it is. Do you remember that seller who approached us at Marcellus Vipsanius's? Well, it turns out she was telling the truth, at least partly. She has given birth to a baby girl. Thanks, I guess. Apparently she tried to escape from Vipsanius, who incidentally is her dominus. The problem is, they're blaming me for it. She claims to be the mother of my child. Perhaps she is, or perhaps she just knows Vipsanius and his people are naive enough to believe her. Marcellus Vipsanius has a reputation for mistreating his Seroe. Of course I didn't. If I ever decide to help another man's cell escape, I will most certainly succeed.
This may take a few days, but I'm sure we can prove these allegations have no merit.
Thank you, Nagate. I will now take care of our preparations. We leave as soon as possible.
Be careful, child.
Do not worry, Domina. I will make sure we return home safe and sound.
Salvete, travelers. Welcome to the Villa of Lucullus of Africa Proconsularis. State your identity and intentions. My apologies. Of course. How stupid of me to not recognize you. It is an honor to be in your presence. I shall inform the proconsul at once. Please, wait in the courtyard. All visitors are subject to our new security procedures. The proconsul specifically said there would be no exceptions. Please, wait here. It shouldn't take long.
Legate, a word? I don't think he recognized you. This doesn't smell right. Something's up. Little things. His armor is a bit too small for his body. He never called you by name. And did you notice how he failed to pronounce the proconsul's full name?
It is said he who possesses a deceptive heart sees only deception in other people's hearts. And it is known that women are deceptive by nature.
Wow. And that is why you're old but still single, Cineros.
Well, to err on the side of caution is wise.
Finally, some truth in the old man's words. We should kill them all.
Oh, well, that is not exactly what I was going to propose. In fact, it's quite the opposite of
Killing everyone is the most cautious option.
Are you sure you know the meaning of that word? So what if he's rude and his behavior is not proper? Obviously, he's not Roman.
Not really. If we will fight, I am ready.
If you wish. I don't think it's necessary, though.
I apologize for the delay. There have been some security-related problems recently. We had to take precautions. There was an attempt on his life recently. Nothing we can't handle, of course. Still, we're instructed to take all sorts of precautions. Relinquish your weapons here, please. No one's allowed to bear arms inside the villa.
Are you not glad that you heeded my advice?
Unfortunately, only 2 escorts are allowed beyond this point. Do not worry. I will take care of your friends while you're gone. Let us move!
It's all right. You're going to live. By Zeus, look at you!
I shall rise again.
I hate it when they bleed this much.
Follow me, for the Pharaoh!
This is worse than the time with the leopard. Help me, and I shall help you when you are in need.
Problem here.
Does this hurt? Good, that means you're fine.
Don't worry, I'm here.
What in the name of Jupiter is going on here?
Egyptians, Domine. They came out of nowhere. He locked himself into the study. They've killed everyone. The Surwi are imprisoned in the cellar. All I know is that they were in a great hurry. It seemed like they knew you were on your way.
I'm not surprised. This was an assassination attempt, and a very sloppy one at that.
Praise Fortuna. Take the key.
Lucullus! By the gods!
I'm sorry, Domine. Domine? It is rare that I feel the need to mourn someone. Dominus Lucullus was always kind to me, and that is equally rare. I will do what I can to help. It looks like he was stabbed multiple times. The murderer was probably behind him. There are no other bruises, which leads me to think he did not resist his attacker. Perhaps. Dominus was killed with a small stabbing dagger. Judging from the wounds, I can tell the particular shape the blade had. Such blades are rare in Rome, but quite common in Africa, especially Egypt. It doesn't make any sense, though. Why would the Egyptians do this? It would be an act of war. It has been some time since we had a good war.
Nagate. He was the most exceptional mentor, and the best friend I've ever known. They killed him, and I couldn't do anything about it. You know, I am complicit in this crime. We lost valuable time trying to solve my problem with that sewer. As long as I am alive, he will never truly be avenged, I fear. Vitellius Lurko, of course. That Filius Canis. I will strangle him with my own hands. Justice is not exactly what I had in mind. But you are right. I need to pull myself together. This all happened because of me. I delayed our journey. I will redeem myself by avenging him. That's the least I can do now.
I hope I will be allowed to serve the next proconsul.
I'm not tired. I'm just angry. Very angry. Maybe it's the first time you've seen someone this angry. I think these are two separate questions. It is clear these killers were Egyptian. They took no care to obscure their identities. Their weapons are just lying around. And the murder weapon is clearly Egyptian. Honestly, The only thing that's missing here is a graffito saying Egyptians killed Lucullus. These people were in a great hurry. My guess is they quickly dispatched anyone who posed a threat, then got ready for our arrival. They had no reason to waste time killing the Surwi. Too much risk for no gain at all. I will be. Eventually.
Ha! I disagree. A strong foe attacks head-on. A weak foe strikes from the shadows. Rejoice, Legate, for our enemy just announced how weak they are. We shall crush them with ease. Our course is clear. We know it's the Egyptians, right? Now, the first thing we need to do is start killing Egyptians. Eventually, we will get the murderer. Most likely before all Egyptians are dead. See? It's cautious and wise, just like Cineros said. Nonsense. I never misunderstand. I hope so.
I am sorry. He meant so much to you. How do you feel? It is too much to go through once. Even for one as strong as you. We will make war again, I guess. Rome avoids wars by finishing them.
Domine. They were dressed like Roman legionari. We had no reason to suspect them. I don't know. They must have ambushed some of our legionary. It really happened too fast. All of a sudden the legionaries started stabbing each other. We didn't know what to do. By the time I realised what was happening, it was already too late. Oh, but I'm not. The keys? Also, we have the keys. I swear, I'm not working for them. I don't know why they kept me outside. Thank you, Domine.
Legate, a rider arrived. She wants to talk to Proconsul Lucius Licinius Lucullus. She says his life might be in danger.
Tell her she's a bit late.
Now that is an interesting development.
Be careful around these Berbers. You cannot trust the barbarians.
You are not the proconsul from Rome. I was instructed to speak only to him. It is a matter of life and death. What does that mean? Explain yourself, Roman.
It means you're too late.
I see. That is unfortunate. I am called Lunia the Golden Wolf, of the land of Nazamones, sent by Her Majesty Cleopatra Philopatora Thea Philopatora, daughter of Ptolemy Euletes Neos Dionysios Philopato Philadelphos. The Queen intended to warn the proconsul against the possibility of an assassination, but it seems I was in need of a faster horse. Its significance is of little importance. Before it turned white, my hair was the color of wheat.
Oh, that's very unusual around here.
And therefore worthy of a byname. He likes to play the flute. It does indeed. That's not for me to answer. Better if you ask her in person. Of course, that would indeed be the best course of action. Except there's a minor complication you need to resolve first.
There's always a catch.
Cleopatra doesn't exactly see eye to eye with her brother. The pharaoh, Ptolemy Philopator, has exiled her from Egypt. She's been taken by caravan through the desert to a distant palace where she will be imprisoned. She offers to reveal the identity of the murderer to you, if you will free her. Yes, the pharaoh is her husband and her brother. Do what you need to do, but know that she is not my mistress.
Thank you for saving us, Domine.
Legio Victrix? Here? I thought the legions of Rome had been driven from these lands. Dead. We suspected as much. The consul would never have abandoned us as long as he lived. I am Rubrius Gordio, I am a centurio. My men and I served Lucullus in Legio Prima Italica. We were stationed in a small outpost in Egypt to protect the trade routes and to maintain the consul's relationship with the locals. One day, the supplies from Africa Proconsularis stopped coming. We held out for as long as we could before we set off back towards Utica. We got lost. We can fight, Legate. If war has come again, we will serve Rome as always. Find me in your legion's barracks upon your return to camp.
This is how they transport their queen? I expected more. Trumpeters, an enormous golden throne carried by many Serwi, that sort of thing.
It is not just you, Kaiso. I am disappointed too.
Salvete discipuli.
Zeus take you, child. How do you keep appearing out of thin air?
Tricks of the trade, old man. At least a dozen, perhaps a few more. She's not held anywhere. She walks around freely, but I think I saw her at the front of the caravan. I think so too. The rocks limit sightlines. If we strike quickly enough, we can prevent them from alerting each other.
Serwi? They sent Serwi with her to her prison.
Egyptian rulers are worshipped as deities. She is being taken to a prison for a goddess.
If the likes of us can kill her, she is no real goddess.
Halt! Who goes there? You don't look Berber. Show me these gifts you have brought. Oh, fine, fine, I get it. Spare me your tears. Go on in with your gifts.
By God! What is this commotion?
To arms! No harm must befall Her Holiness, the traitor Queen! Young for a journey to Doan. The tide is turning. Fight for your lives! Run! Run to the hills!
All this does not befit a goddess!
won't die for the pleasure of pharaohs.
My brother will pay for dragging me into this!
Only one remains. This was easy.
Stand down! I demand it! I am a goddess! You savages!
Romans, here! Tell me, did you murder these people in the belief that they were protecting me? Or in the knowledge that they were my captors? And he introduces himself first. Courage and manners. An uncommon combination. From whom are you saving me? Unusually honey words for a Roman. You're charmed as you credit. But tell me at least, where are we going?
To the proconsular villa.
Ah, you are Lucullus's people. Lunia succeeded then.
Something like that. Let's get you out of here first, then we'll talk.
No, you poor fools! Obey my commands and abandon my husband, and you may yet live!
You'll never betray the Pharaoh! My shield is a bulwark! Attack the enemy, not me!
All this does not befit a goddess!
The last one! Been slow and steady, people!
I will proudly give my life to protect the Queen.
Protect? A strange euphemism for forcefully confine. I demand you let me pass.
You know, I cannot, Your Majesty. The Pharaoh's command.
Then you must indeed give your life, it seems.
I'm too young for a journey to Doat! Ptah, make my shield impervious to their blows. Howl like the dog you are!
Apollo guides your hand, old man.
Asclepius guides my hand. He who knows how to heal naturally knows how to kill.
My heart hangs heavy with fear.
Stand down! I demand it! I am a goddess! Savages!
This is it! Just one more! This is all too easy.
The merchant said he requires the proconsul's personal signature. Otherwise he cannot make the delivery.
Ah, these use cursable bureaucrats. I'll go talk to him.
Dominus Lucullus was always kind to me. Cleopatra Philopator, the goddess who loves her father and the rightful pharaoh of Egypt.
Lengthy introductions are unnecessary. At this point, I trust we are both acquainted with each other. Legate, you have saved me. I will not let such a deed go unrewarded. I bestow upon you this armor, called Queen's Warden. Wear it with pride. Do not overplay your hand. Shall we get down to business? I made you a promise, and a goddess never breaks her word. Ask your questions, Legate. It's a traditional title. When it suits me, yes. Imprisoned is such an ugly word. Let us say, confined. Some people just can't perceive beauty. That's why he confined me. You share a lot with Ptolemy, Roman. Hopefully. That would have been such a waste. It doesn't matter what I believe, as long as the people need their goddess. Perhaps one day I'll show you. You are addressing a goddess. Tomes could be filled with the things that I know, and you don't. Suffice to say, I have eyes and ears all throughout Egypt. Things may happen without my approval, but never without my knowledge. We had maintained a correspondence for quite some time now. Unfortunately, he never had the pleasure of enjoying my company in person. He was a good man. He did not deserve to die in such a ghastly fashion. Maybe. Maybe not. Nothing changes if you continue dwelling on the past. Time to get to the point. No more foreplay. My husband, Ptolemy Theos Philopator, is collaborating with a Roman bureaucrat called Lurko. I believe you are familiar with him. The exact nature of their collaboration is unknown to me. My bet is on something financial in nature. Something big. Whatever this collaboration is about, it must be illegal by Roman law. I believe the proconsul got wind of it and attempted to enlist my help in hopes of acquiring evidence. Tragically, Vitellius Lurko's spies got a hold of the missive he sent. Needless to say, neither Lurko nor my husband was happy about this development.
I knew it.
That is possible, but unlikely. After all, killing a Roman proconsul is equal to declaring war on Rome. Lurko profited from the current arrangement. There is no reason for him to start a war.
He hated the proconsul.
Be that as it may, I don't think he is stupid enough to start a war for petty, personal reasons. Lurko is a smart man with a plan. Ptolemy is a stupid man with wealth and power. I offer a simple proposal instead. I become the sole pharaoh and give my husband to you on a platter, with Vitellius Lurko as garnishing. All I need is your support. With your help, we can reconquer Egypt together and bring peace to my people.
The problem is, we don't have the manpower to accomplish this feat. We need twice as many soldiers, at least. Maybe more.
May I humbly present a possible solution?
You may.
You could simply recruit soldiers from Nazomenes itself. My people were fond of the proconsul, and although they are severely fractured into countless independent tribes, they may want to unite under one strong banner.
Is it, though? We can collaborate with barbarians, but can we trust them?
We will have to talk to the elders first. Let us meet at the court of heaven as soon as it is convenient for you.
Get it out. I can see you have questions. He goes against the people's will. My family is deeply entrenched in their traditions. They are in communion with gods, but not the people. My brother actually wants to replace the old gods. That is as foolish as trying to replace the people. I will give them what they want, and what they need. There is nothing confusing about my family. Naturally. Why would a goddess accept a mortal as a mate? Keep hoping. The gods appreciate ambition. Of course we will win. Because it is my will. I do not. Because I am a goddess. I've said no such thing. You asked me if I think I am a goddess. And I said I don't think I am a goddess. You are a fool if you think divinity is a matter of opinion. One does not think of divinity. One either is divine or not.